Let's try this again. I can't see anything on the camera. Can anyone see anything? Google Chrome says that the camera is being used, but if you're there, say good day. Check. 1, 2. Can anyone see anything? Or can you just hear me? I feel like I'm having massive technical difficulties. If you can see me, let me know. What is up, people? Check. 1, 2. Is the microphone working? Oh, you can see me. Sweet. So I can't see me. I don't know why it's not showing up on the screen. What up? How we doing? Leave some kitty for the rest of us, big bro. What's going on? Welcome. Let's go. All right, sweet. We good. We good. I think we're on. Welcome to a live stream from the shop with the 125cc drift kart. Chris Wheatley, how you doing, bro? How's the drift kart going? Hit that like button, by the way, everyone that's on. Help push the video out a bit. The drift kart's going awesome. I'm currently sitting here about to do some wiring on the damn thing. And I thought, why not hang out with you guys and kind of show you guys a bit of stuff that goes on in the live. James Ronald, how you doing? Let's go. Ola 777. Bought a $600 death machine inspired by you and got the turbo and everything. Bro, let's go, baby. So I've been away for a couple of weeks, New Zealand and South Australia. So I haven't had a chance to work on this thing, and I'm freaking stoked to be back working on it. And I think I even figured out the spark issue that we had last time as well just before. So I'm freaking pumped, which is sick. Currently building a drift kart, town motorized bikes with an 80cc two-stroke. Hell yeah, let's go. I'm so stoked with how many of you guys have jumped in and actually bought your own freaking quads and drift karts and stuff. It's pretty sick. I'll give you guys a walk around on this thing. So I'm currently filming a new video at the moment. And as you can see, the intercooler piping is currently missing because they're at Bailey's where he's doing the final welding on the intercooler piping, which is pretty sick, so that we can throw the pipes back on. And I think hopefully in this week's video, we might be able to start the thing with boost for the first time, which is going to be freaking so sick. Man, I love the process of the kart, Chris. I appreciate that, bro. Are we going to give it a shot or not? Look, you 100% know we're going to get carried away with this thing. Absolutely. So we're just going to keep kind of leveling up with it as we go. Obviously, we need to get it going with the turbo and all that stuff first and boost. But hell yeah. And then we'll just keep pushing it. But this is what I'm dealing with right now. So basically what I'm doing at the moment is tidying up all the loom and stuff like that. And the problem, since you're on the live, I'm going to give you an inside kind of look at the problem that we had last time. But basically, when I hooked up the ECU last time, so that's this bad boy right here with the fuel injection, I had it hooked up incorrectly, and that's why it wasn't sparking properly. So this is called a CDI, and this is what basically sends the signal from the ECU to this and then to our coil to tell it to spark. But it just so happens I left the old CDI in the loom with the new CDI, and having two CDIs doesn't work, and that's why we were getting the incorrect spark signal to our coil. So now, with that worked out, this weekend we should be starting this thing with proper spark. It should be running fully timing programmable with the ECU, and we should be able to get it running with the turbo as well. So what up? Where's your dad? What's up, dude? 14. Any tips on how to get into this life? Homie, start by buying the cheapest thing possible. Start tinkering with it, and then kind of slowly upgrade it as you go. So it kind of works like a savings account. But I'm terrible at saving, right? So I was never any good at saving. So instead of saving to buy something like a crazy car, instead I'd buy the cheapest car or like whatever, and then slowly add bits to it until it becomes the car that you want it to become, or the cart that you want it to become. So go buy a $50 quad off Facebook Marketplace, then slowly start building it up. And 4-6 months down the line, before you know it, you'll have something way cooler than what it was. But you know what I mean? Like, if you're anything like me, you're incapable of saving for it. So instead, just buy little things for that cart or the car, and all of a sudden, it'll be what you want it to be. Will Dixon, my man, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Crispy ears, yo, big man Mike, what's happening, bro? Sending love from the UK. G'day, governor. Sorry, that was bad. What's up? I'm trying to purchase something from the UK at the moment for a future project at the moment. So I've got a lot of dealings with Birmingham, England. It's going to be very cool. But that's for another project we've got coming down the line. Shot for making a drift run in Taupo. Yo, Peanut, how you doing? Dude, appreciate you coming in the car. New Zealand was absolutely insane. Make it shoot flames. Yo, okay. This thing has the capability of doing two-step. So two-step is when you pop and bang flames out the exhaust. You know that we're definitely going to be doing that. 100%. This doesn't look like work. Get at it, boy. Cam Martin Drift. Everyone go subscribe to him. He's the man. He's trying to get to 10K subscribers. I'm sick of him beating me in drift competition, but still go subscribe to him anyway. What's up from Portland, Vic? Love the series. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. If you are around at any of the drift stuff coming up, I'll be bringing this bad boy along with me, so they'll have it on display along with the drift car when we're drifting and stuff. So make sure you come check it out. Shout out, Cam. Hope you get better soon, bro. How are you, man? Fireball Charlie sending love from Sri Lanka. What's up? Appreciate you. Hell yeah. Got a good cricket team. Not as good as New Zealand, Australia, but good. Those pie cuts look sick, bro. Pie cuts, insane. We've gone next level on this thing, but I tell you what, it's going to be worth it once it's all finished. One of the challenges right now, I'll take you guys back up, is I'm currently trying to figure out where to put the electronics. So obviously, being a drift kart, there's not a whole lot of room on this thing. And so we're trying to be a little bit creative with where we put everything, because I don't want to take away from the overall like looks of this thing, because I reckon it looks pretty tough. So where you put the electronics is like, we're trying to wire it up super nice so that everything's really nice and tidy. That's exactly all the stuff I'm doing at the moment. What I'm supposed to be doing, but instead I'm on live with you guys. And now I'm getting super distracted. But Dallas Burns, how much you spent on it? Great question. It's probably quite expensive now. The EFI kit was, I think, about $480. That's for like the ECU, everything that you need to basically put the EFI kit onto the motor. The motor was like $350. The turbo was sponsored from Max Speeding Rods, but that would be in the realm of, I think it's like $250, $300 for the turbo, and then you've got all the intercooler and the pie cuts. So really, it does start to get quite up there when you start kind of adding things together. But in saying that, so worth it. So it'd probably be around like $2,500 by the time we actually get it all said and done. Yeah. Are you going to put the wires through the tubes? Potentially. I don't know if we'll go that far. I think we'll just sheathe the wires and run them along the tubes. We'll make it look tidy, though. We'll make it look tidy. Like the frame. The frame is hollow, so you can run it through the frame and try and hide it. Yeah, we could. I mean, that is a good idea. Something I didn't even think of, to be fair. Sup, Mike? Sup, Cyber Roblox? How you doing, my dude? Watching from Quebec, Canada. Oliver. Sup, my dude? Appreciate you. Hell yeah. Man, you guys are tuning in from everywhere around the world. That's crazy. Are you going to make another wheelie bar? Yeah, if this thing continues to want to do wheelies, we'll definitely put a wheelie bar on it. I was thinking of like a parachute, like a drag parachute. Hopefully we go fast enough to where we need one. How's the R32 sedan going? It's currently up on the hoist at the moment. I am, now that we're back from all the adventures that we've just been on drifting, I'm going to finish the rust in the engine bay and then paint the engine bay. So you guys will get a video for that probably early next week. and then it'll be all out getting that thing finished. I kind of got some plans, trying to work some plans out at the moment. So yeah, but the R32 is going to be finished within the next probably month and a half. So we're going to get some work done on that big time. What's up, brother? Been following along. Awesome work. Jenny from New Zealand. Jenny, how you doing? Jenny, like music Jenny from like the Make Believe back in the day. So can't get enough of that rear wheel drive Evo, baby. Let's go. Yeah. So I'll let you guys in on something. So I blew the gearbox in the E36 in South Australia over the weekend. We blew third gear. Keeper Reap round 3 is coming up. And instead of putting another gearbox in the E36 because they're quite hard to find, I'm thinking maybe we just compete in the rear wheel drive Evo. So if that's something you think that we could or should do, let me know. I'm kind of keen. I mean, it's scary because obviously when you're drifting in competition, people hit you and all that stuff. But I'm like, at the same time, it's pretty easy to replace the panels on the Lancer as long as they don't smash anything of any of the fiberglass. But I don't know. I'm G'd up. The Evo is freaking hot. I appreciate it. Dave Andrews. Definitely, bruv. Hell yeah. Sequential. Yeah, I really want to. I'm thinking of going to sequential in the E36. I'm kind of talking to a couple of companies. There's a company called Gear Motive that do a dog box for my car, the E36. So that'd be very cool. What's left on the car? Awesome. Great question. Peanut. So we've got some wiring. We have the oil lines going from the turbo, so into the turbo and then return back to the motor. Finish off the frame, paint the frame. I think, and put brakes on it because it's going to be fast. I'm putting hydraulic brakes on it because I'm scared that we're going to actually die. Bailey jumped on it recently and it doesn't have any brakes, even when it was NA, and he almost died. When are you going to finish the little turbo quad? I'd estimate that this thing will be finished in the next 2 weeks. When I say finished, I mean, I guess this iteration of it will be finished. But I feel like we're just going to keep pushing the boundaries with it. Big Joe, sup, boy? Bro, legit drifting the Evo is like Jay drifting the Prairie. Yeah, Jay is the man. Freaking massive inspiration of mine. So real drive Evo drifting. Please consider a performance oil pump for the engine. Is that for this one? Do they do performance oil pumps? I didn't even know they did that. Someone said that we should port the motor as well. You should do a street ride or take it to a racetrack. When we do the 100 kilometer an hour test to try and get it up to a very high speed, we'll do that at the track. Because here in Australia, if you did that on the street on a YouTube video, the police will come knocking. Which is they watch the YouTube videos and then they kind of, it's pretty gnarly. You should set up a foot brake and a rear handbrake. I think we'll definitely do the pull handbrake. I don't know room-wise what it's like. It's going to be like here having a foot brake here because obviously we've got the clutch on the left-hand side, the accelerator on the right-hand side. Take it to a go-kart track. Yeah, we definitely will. Hello, police watching. Shout out. What's up? I'm a good boy. I don't do anything wrong. We're sweet. Mostly. To be engine that exists in our country and people just add two-step from a button and they sound so loud. Yeah, you can do the ignition cut two-step, which we had on the AE Falcon when we did the compound turbo setup. But I prefer the ECU two-step because it's way more exciting. And this will all heat up red hot when we do the two-step and stuff. It'd be pretty sick. The real drive Evo is underrated. Easily one of the best builds out there. Shout out. Appreciate you. Honestly, that thing is so nice. When you drive this thing on the street, it just drives really, really nicely. You could daily drive that thing. It feels so good. There's a couple of wee things I want to do to upgrade it. Apple CarPlay, bit of sound deadening here and there. But yeah, do you still have the AU? I sold the AU to a subscriber or a subscriber family, and they all have it now. They're turning it into a drift car. Which is mad. I'll message you the location. Heat wrap the exhaust. I'll heat wrap the turbo manifold part of it, but the exhaust is too nice. So I think what we'll do is just make a wee heat shield where your feet go. Out of that fancy new heat shield stuff that they have. Still missed the Fevo before it got stolen. RIP. Nah, it is what it is. I prefer the yellow rear-wheel drive version the most. The front-wheel drive version was fast. The rear-wheel drive Evo version is so much. It's pretty good. You need plastic sleeves for the rear wheels. We have plastic sleeves. They're sitting over there, so we'll throw them on for sure. By the way, I know some people mentioned that the wheels are backwards, which they are, but they're just dummy fitted at the moment. So everything, like when you build a build like this, you've got to put it together and take it apart like an infinite amount of times. So like we have to take this apart and we have to take this apart, finish the frame, paint the frame, put everything back together. We've still got to weld on some brackets and all that stuff. So Scotty Butterworth, when's Mike Lakefest going to happen? All drift cars and drift cart would be lit. So we had a factory meet once here, and I'm planning to do it again. I just have to plan a little better because like last time was pretty big, but that was when I had like a lot less subscribers. So now we need to make sure, obviously, we'll plan so that we can host a whole bunch of people. But it's really cool, the location we're at, because we have a whole field across the road. So you can park like a lot of cars for the show and shine and stuff. So I would say the factory meet in the next 2 months, we'll have a factory meet, do something really cool. I want to make sure I have all my merch ready to go as well, because there's a bunch of merch coming out, including drift cart merch, which is going to be sick. So I just want to make sure I have that all sorted. Stephen, I don't know how to say your last name. Where in Vicky, you guys? I'm in Geelong. I'm in Springvale, Victoria. But shout out Geelong. You have to come to the factory meet when we have it. That's going to be so good. To be honest, it needs bigger seats. It definitely needs a better seat. Probably a harness as well if we're going to be going that fast. Are you going to do a burnout in it? Yes is the straight answer to that. Absolutely is a better answer. Oh, blue flares. How's the Datsun? This thing just sits in the corner, but I've been waiting to finish it. How's that? The blue flares, like that's freaking so sick. I'll see if I can get you guys closer. It's kind of hard. It's on my laptop. How's that? That is so freaking good. Yeah, I'm so stoked that we decided to paint match the flares because it looks freaking insane. How did you get started drifting and what did you do to fund it because of how expensive tires and stuff are? All right, so a little bit of drift talk. I got the E36. I think I paid like $1,000 for it. Locked the diff on it. It already had a seat in it, like a bucket seat, I think. And then for tires, I used to just use scrap tires. So like heaps of tire places have like scrap tires. And if you're real nice, you go chat to them. A lot of them will just give you their like scrap tires because they actually have to pay to get the tires taken away. So you're saving them money. So yeah, I just used to use scrap tires. And then as I started, like I said before, with like anything, you slowly upgrade things. So like coilovers and then slowly upgrade like handbrake and all that stuff. And then before you know it, your car's just like, a full-blown drift car. But I always try and live within my means. So even now, like a lot of people think I have a lot of money, but I actually don't because I put all of my money into the YouTube channel. So I still don't spend everything I have on drifting. I still keep it very economical. So like the E36, for example, the E36, I use about 6 on a good day. If the car runs mint, I use about 6 to 8 tires. In a competition day, which is a lot less than a lot of other people use. Most of the time I use 6. And I'll use like 2 jerry cans of V85. The car's really economical, but it's still really competitive. So I try and keep the car, as economical as possible because I simply cannot afford to have a car that uses like 20 tires at a drift event, especially when doing a YouTube channel and you're trying to build all these cars and invest and stuff into it. It's pretty crazy. So start small and work your way up. Don't overbuild your car and don't go outside of your means because a lot of people give up really quickly because they put too much into it and then they're like, this is too expensive. I can't afford to keep this going. Wogel Crafts, my man, how are you doing? Shout out Wogel Crafts. He does some crazy go-kart stuff. Like if you think this is cool, his stuff is like next level. He's also a crazy fabricator and he gives me a lot of advice. So I appreciate you. Needs a spoiler. Not a bad idea. Imagine a big wang off the back here. That'd be sick. I also wouldn't mind like some, I don't know, like a Formula 1 style body or something on it would be pretty sick. Would love to come support you guys. Don't have a turbo car though. Wish I did, but my SRT gives me a good rush. Bro, you don't need a turbo car. Driving a slow car fast is more fun than driving a fast car fast. It's so good. We race on Assetto Corsa, me and my friends, and we have an MX5 championship, and it's so freaking fun. They're the slowest cars on Assetto Corsa, and they're the most fun. It's hilarious. What up, Mike? Supporting from New Zealand. Tiny Racco? What's up? Sorry if I butchered your name, but what's up? Is your name actually Tiny? We should get an E36 for that money. Here they go for 8 to 10K. Where are you, Lucas's Garage? Because that is gnarly. They're expensive here, but you can still pick them up for like $1,500 for like an average one. But if you're drifting, it doesn't matter if it's average because you're going to smash it anyway. Thanks for the great advice. I think of drifting as a career or just a fun thing. Make sure you just get into drifting for fun. If it becomes a career, fantastic. But always do things for fun first. I'm thinking of doing a two-tone style for my E36. Hopefully, I can get it done by the next shot meet. Well, I'm excited to see your E36. It's been a long time coming. Please bring it to the next shot meet. E30, want to learn to slide. Braden Fure. How do I say your name? I freaking suck at names. I'm sorry. E30 parts expensive. And also the E30 rear end isn't the best. E46 is a very good call. Make it a mini E36 body to put around it. Buy and build. I appreciate your support always, by the way. But the funny story on Marketplace, there is 280 like Datsun 280 ZX bodies. So it's from like it used to be at a, what do they call it? Like a fun park or whatever that you call them. Theme park. There we go. It used to be at a theme park, and they're selling like the bodies off the things at the theme park, and just so happens that they'd probably fit on this, which would be so freaking fun. Yes, that isn't slow. 405 horsepower in an SUV. It's more freaking horsepower than I have in my drift car. No way, MX5 drifting and racing. I tried to drift that thing. Couldn't get it that way. Appreciate you guys. I should probably do some actual work while we chill here. I was supposed to go live and be working on this thing, but can't wait to see the next episode. Next episode drops on Sunday. Hopefully running with the turbo would be very cool. Cross your fingers for me. It seems like it should all come together. It's just, you never know whether it's actually going to work out and start and stuff. But from Uruguay, E36s, people love that stuff in Uruguay, huh? I don't want to know how much an S13 is in Uruguay then. By the way, shout out the Night Ride boys. Spent some time with them recently. Poland. Those guys are so freaking sick, man. Do you sim race? I sim drift and I try to sim race. I am not good at sim racing and I'm okay at sim drifting. Sim drifting absolutely changed like my driving though. Night and day. Would you recommend doing a Fivo build as a project car? Absolutely. The Lancers are such a cool car. So affordable still. You can pick them up cheap. The turbo setups on them are awesome. The stock ECU is tunable. You can follow my videos and do all that. You can have like a pretty good turbo Lancer for like, $7 to $9 grand. Like I said, you buy one cheap. Ads will run shortly for some viewers. Sorry if you get ads shortly, apparently, from YouTube. But yeah, Lancers are cheap, awesome to build. If you do things slowly, slow modifications, it's like a savings account. It's bloody awesome, and it's good fun. I think I made like 100. What did we make? 160 kilowatts in my one, and it was so good. Rex H will tell you the same. Lancer is the answer. I thought R34 sedan would be nice to drift. Tara has the R34's coupe, but she won't let me drift it. And I wouldn't drift it even if she let me. They're so expensive now. It's crazy. What would be your favorite Aussie car? Australian car? Jay's Quad Rotor VL is my favorite Australian car by a country mile. I saw that thing in South Australia at roll racing, and I don't even really like VLs that much, but that thing is absolutely insane. How many horsepower is in the drift car? I think these are like 7.5, and then hopefully we can make double that with the turbo and stuff on it. The motor is a Chinese motor, so like who knows what happens once we start putting some boost up it. But I have a decent sim setup. I don't have a rig. I'm kicked off. You need to build that sim setup, Woggle. Go burn some pipes, weld it together, put it all together because it is the most fun. The only problem is it's very addictive and you spend a lot of time on it. Hey, France the Planet. What's going on? Welcome to the random live stream with the drift cart. If you have any ideas for the drift cart, please throw them at me. Any questions, throw them at me. This has turned into a Q&A, which I didn't really mean for it to do, but I'm here. I'm all about it. I'm going to cut up some loom while we're chatting. I need to turn this into something that's actually usable for our drift cart. So we're getting rid of this bad boy, the CDI. So he's going. The wiring is, by the way, my absolute worst thing, my worst skill on cars. Have I slapped a sticker on anywhere yet? Still in my glove box. It's going to go on my drift car though. Back window, baby. Let's go. I appreciate you, by the way. Thanks for coming and saying hi on the weekend. Hope we can slam some sim together soon. Better quality wheelie bar for the drift cart. It's on the list. If it does wheelies with the turbo, we'll put a wheelie bar on it. Can't wait to see this thing rip. Rat bag M-Med18. Rat bag media. Got it. I appreciate you. Can't wait to rip this thing. Cross your fingers that I don't lose some skin when it goes for the first time. The first time we started this thing, we weren't filming, but I was starting it and as I was pointing it towards the roller door, I started and for some reason the throttle stuck on and I literally drove straight into that roller door, slammed into it, and then the front wheels went up and literally went up it and we couldn't turn it off. Whiskey throttle. Very embarrassing. I wished we filmed it. Yes. Hell yeah. Let's go. Run some doors, baby. 6:19 p.m. Thank you for the time, Woodsy. G80s for 200K. Yo, that's too much money. I don't have 200K to spend. S13 scheduled to get transported and power coated this place weekend, so maybe you can get some more amounts. Yeah, nice. You've done a killer job on that, Woggle. Oh, underglow on this thing. That's the other thing that I was thinking. Because I didn't realize, but these actually have like an alternator in them. So they do charge the battery. So underglow would be gangster. Give this thing the snip. How are you guys enjoying the videos? Give me some feedback on the actual videos themselves. The production. Is there anything you'd like to see? I know you guys like longer videos. I do my best in terms of length, but I like to make them really entertaining and have high production value and be like great from start to finish. So I don't like there to be a lot of filler in them, if you know what I mean. Keeping people engaged is very important on YouTube. What did you do with the AE Falcon? Sold it to a subscriber family. It still lives to this day. It's going to be a drift car here in Australia, which is pretty sweet. I swear videos, the only videos I see how much, otherwise they get bored too quick. Yeah, that's the point. Try and keep them, boom. Definitely make the videos longer, rest belt. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you and I appreciate the feedback. Do you always just do your best with length? Hey, Nathan Makovic, my man. Nathan is my pit crew, I don't even know what I'd say. He helps me not make too many stupid decisions, even though he makes a lot of stupid decisions himself. I always do my best with length. Always. The length of the videos basically are what they are after I've filmed for that week. But I don't just want to put random crap in the videos to make them longer, you know? I want to entertain you guys and make sure you guys are getting as much out of the video as possible without, you know, making them crap, basically. Thanks for the couple of photos of my daughter at the Bend Sunday when you're packing up. Cruising with Downsy. Downsy, what's going on, my man? I appreciate it. Thank you guys very much for coming up and having a photo with me. It was awesome. I really enjoyed South Australia, even though we destroyed the gearbox. I just had a great time anyway. It was so fun. I feel like coming down there, it's like 40% about the driving and 60% about just hanging out with everyone and enjoying the good times in the facilities and whatnot. So when's the next video getting dropped? 6 p.m. Sunday. I'm currently in the middle of filming it right now, so you are also part of the video at the moment. Oh, everyone go subscribe to Nathan Makovic, by the way. Nathan, drop another comment. Levi, if you're watching, hi Levi, how you doing? Rebecca, you're the best. Ali, you're a potato, but I hope you can hear me anyway. James Ronald, you're my favorite YouTuber. I appreciate you, James. No, honestly, I appreciate you. It's so good. This many people on it live, by the way. I've never really had this many. So I thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Hit that like button if you're enjoying. Who wins Imola GP this weekend? Zane. All right. McLaren are on the up. Okay. I think Max is still got his nose in front for sure, but I really like the fact that it's getting tighter, and I think that this championship is going to be tighter than we were expecting. And saying that, I think that Max is still going to take it this weekend. I'm very excited for the practice tomorrow. I love Formula One. By the way, we're talking about Formula One if anyone doesn't know. So good. Rotary Lancer. Rotary something. I've got plans. I want to do Rotary something. After I went to New Zealand last weekend, Rotary is on my brain and I can't help it. So, sub Nathan. Thank you for subscribing to Nathan. You guys are legends. We've got kind of a little YouTube community going on with like myself, Cam, Nathan, Rex H and stuff. So it's really cool to see you guys share the love around all of the channels. What are you working on at the moment with the Kart? Unfortunately, wiring, which is why I made a YouTube live so I could procrastinate with you guys because I hate wiring. Any more plans to get Toyota AEK series stuff on the channel? I wish I could. I feel like that stuff's really niche. And when you're doing YouTube stuff, you want to try and keep stuff as like broad as possible to keep as large of an audience as possible entertained, if that makes sense. So yeah, the KE stuff, I love KEs and AEs and all of that, but it's it's quite niche. So not that I always chase views, but I need to make sure that I balance the things that I'm passionate about with obviously things that are going to be engaging for people on the YouTube, if that makes sense. Can we set up some sort of drift event for go-karts and drift trucks, etc.? Show and shine. I feel we could technically do that here at my shop, like at the like when we do the shop hangs here next. I don't know how legal it is because it's a dead-end street here, which would be pretty cool. Yay, wiring. Very fun. Yes. I reckon I can read the sarcasm in that because it's not that fun. But yeah, it'd be sick. We do a little bit of drifting outside. Oh, Jenny, you bloody beautiful. Love you, Jenny. You're the best. Thank you very much. See you, Mike. Going. Can't wait for Sunday. Tian, appreciate you. Keep cranking on those on that drift cart, and I appreciate you watching. 300cc single rotor drift. Okay, can someone actually tell me? Can you get tiny rotary motors? I googled it a little bit the other day, and apparently you can. In which case, why are we mucking around with this when we could be doing a rotary motor? Satches. Explain. Give me a little more insight. Hard to find in Australia. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I feel like rotaries in general are rare anyway. What you got? Yes. Okay. From India. Yes. Satches engines. They're so good. All right. They make power? What CC rating are they? I feel like that's crazy. All right. I'm going to have to look into that. That seems interesting to me. Also, this 125cc, as soon as this let's go, we'll definitely upgrade to a bigger motor. Cam Martin vid soon? I don't know. Cam, is there a video soon? Baby? 30cc rotary. Nathan, how do you know this and I don't? I know one 40 horsepower rotary. Imagine that. And this thing, you would die. Gotta go soon. Love seeing you in Taupo. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for watching the stream. I know it's just been chilling, kind of hanging out, but I've actually really enjoyed it. So still just doing my wiring down here. Go rotary, next project. They make them in New Zealand. All right. Well, I feel like New Zealand is very close to here. So rotary bikes. Why have I've never heard of that before? That's insane to me. Nah. Stephen, you just saying no? Single rotor mini bike. Do they sound good though? Do they sound like a rotary? Wait, boobies or bum? You have to choose one. Boobs. Always boobs. Yeah. Whoa. Yo. Lucas Garage. 75 UYU. I don't know what that means. You're a freaking legend. I appreciate you. You don't have to donate money. I don't expect anything from you guys. I just like hanging out with you guys. But Lucas's Garage, thank you very much. You're a freaking legend. If you want anyone to subscribe to you, go subscribe to Lucas's Garage. He's a legend. I have a friend that said he'll go bankrupt maintaining it. Dude, E36s, you will not go bankrupt maintaining it. It's like any other car. Just maintain it as normal, and it'll be good. It'll be good to you. Julius, what's up? How are we going? Keanu, how long you come to New Zealand for? I came only for like 5 days, but it's actually my home. I'm from Christchurch, and we have plans with Guy and stuff. Cam, thank you for the $1.99. Pretty sure I owe you money, don't I? Everyone go subscribe to Cam. I don't know what the $1.99 is for, Cam, but thank you very much. I'll show you a beer next time, whenever you're ready, whenever you're better. Need to bang some Assetto doors again sometimes. What servers have you been running? I don't realize so many people on here drive Assetto, but I can like make a server, a Discord, and we could all play together, which would be really cool. So if anyone has Assetto and they want to join, I feel like we could make like a little thing and get on together, which would be sick. Keanu, and why did you not tell me? How long? Oh yeah, sorry. I feel like I put it on my Instagram lots. So if you didn't know I was there, maybe you should follow my Instagram. I don't know what Cam is. Did I miss something? $5 entry. Yeah, $5 entry. Dude, hell yeah. Get on Assetto with us if that's your thing. I'm trying to figure this out. There's like a junction of greens here, which is like confusing me because the green, is that a junction? I thought the green was the signal wire. This is maybe the other wire is the signal wire. So we've got the coil here, and there's a green wire coming from it, but there's also a black and yellow wire coming from it. Which one was the signal? Oh no, this is not good. Oh no. Assetto OnlyFans. I don't think I got what it takes for OnlyFans. I considered it. When I realized I've missed the boat with the car giveaway stuff, I was like, maybe I'll just do OnlyFans. But apparently, it's not. Apparently, you need boobs and a bum for that. This go-kart with turbo intercool looks crazy. I think this go-kart makes tons of turbo lag. Sorry for bad English. David, very interesting theory. It's interesting because this is a single-cylinder motor. I think once the pipes are filled with boost, it'll be fine. If my research is correct, I think the less piping that you have on the single-cylinder motor, the worse, the less efficient it is, because of the way that the motor works with the valve being open on the intake and then the valve opening on the exhaust, and it takes all the boost, and then that's what creates turbo lag. So I think the system that we've got actually benefits that. And I also know for a fact that the more piping and intercooler that we have, the louder the dose, which is like very important. Lag just makes everything feel faster. Bro, tell that to the Evo. The CA18, they're just a laggy motor. Like, so it's so punchy when it comes on boost. The G25 550 and that thing, it's like, what? And it feels like it's way faster than it actually is. Maybe a trailer with an esky. I'm gonna make a trailer for this so that at the pits, when we're drifting, you can like take your tires to the tire machine on the trailer. That's VIP, baby. Yeah, dose over performance. I feel like there's got to be some kind of middle ground there. Yeah, we're definitely putting underglow on this thing. Mitch Drifts, shout out, by the way. Stephen, legend. Scotty Butterworth, Fireball, Julius, everyone, you guys are all legends. I'm very confused about this wiring at the moment now. I don't know why there's a junction of green ones here when I thought the green wire was a signal wire. Because on a coil, right, you have the 12 volt that supplies the coil, which is this one here, I think, and then a signal wire that tells the coil to spark, I think. How's your TIG welding game coming along? Not bad. I still can't really TIG very well with filler. I'm all right. Mike's a legend. Met him last weekend. Grantley, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I feel like you guys are the legends. I really enjoy meeting people and chatting to people. So when I come to the events and I get to meet you guys, it's honestly like a highlight of my day. It's very fun. James Ronald from Melbourne. If you're not at the next factory meet, I'm going to be like, yo, James, where you at? Because you're from Melbourne. And yeah, now that I know that you guys are keen for one, I'll probably plan it within the next month or so. So show us your TIG welds. Jeez, put me on the spot. Cheer the brothers from New Zealand. Tyrone, what up? Have you heard the song On the Rock? Because we're in New Zealand and Nathan was playing it and now we really like it. And I think it's a hilarious song. Where are my TIG welds? I don't know if you can see them on the laptop. Oh, wait. Got to bring up the screen again. Sorry. You can't really see them. They're like in here. It's really hard to see. I don't know. It's hard to show you guys my TIG welds, but it's on the fuel tank. It's really hard with the laptop. But they're all right. So I can do it with the fusing, like the pulse fusing. But with the filler, I'm just a little bit sloppier. I'm getting better, for sure. But I'm still not good to where I had to drop the piping off for Bailey to finish the welding. Bro, that song's old as. They showed us it when we came over to New Zealand, and me and Nathan were like, it's freaking hilarious. Why is Jake Donchie so cute? I mean, he's cute. He's got nice cars. He drives his cars really well. So, you know, I think he's just got all the attributes of just a great person. On those calls, only ground and... that's why. Fireball. So on the call, there's only a ground. See, we're learning things together on Livestream. I love that. So on the call, there's only a ground and a power, which actually makes sense. So this one would be the ground because so it goes to that. So the green is the ground, and that's why they're all bundled together because they're all grounds. That makes sense because this is, all right. Now we're getting somewhere. And then I'm assuming the power... so the power is what tells it to spark. So it literally just gets a power signal from the CDI. So that will be the black and yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow. What's that? This is helpful. I'm glad I came on live now with you guys because that makes a lot of sense. See you, Mike. Hope that Discord server. See you back in Taupo. Peanut, I'll make the Discord server hopefully this weekend and I'll post it on my YouTube and on my Instagram so that you guys can come join. We'll get on Discord. We'll play some Macedo. It'll be sick. When you and Rex finish your Skylines, take it on the 2G. Hell yeah. I got plans for the Skyline. I've been trying to kind of pull stuff together. You know BMX of people's... do I know any? Luke Fink is insane at BMX. He's like the OG BMX rider. Get an E36 loft diff, cut and shut knuckles and go have fun. Best, easiest, cheapest drift car. That and like an AE Falcon here in Australia. Who let me do wiring? Oh, okay. I figured it out. So it's this wire here from the CDI. That's the signal wire. All right. That makes sense. And then Ben Pilkington, yo, it was nice meeting you at Taupo. Had a good chat about my R30. Bro, your R30 is crazy. I'm hella jealous of that thing. Reminds me so much of my S11 Sylvia. It's kind of weird. R30, Datsun 280ZX, baby. Best cars. Are you keeping the Skyline stock? So I was going to do like wide body and stuff on the Skyline, but now kind of plans have changed and you'll see why like later this year. But it looks like we'll pretty much be building it back to complete stock, I think. Other than a front mounted Intercooler GDR front bumper. It's got a GDR wing which came on it. So I think it'll pretty much be like a stock restoration, which is going to be really cool. I wish I had a drift cart like this. James, you could have a drift cart like this. Marketplace, grab a quad, grab a gasless MIG welder for like $100 on eBay. That's what I used to have. and just get to work. You should work on drift kart with the wiring this vid. I'm trying, but I'm also like, A, procrastinating because I hate wiring, and B, I like talking to you guys and answering your questions. So, hey man, love the drift kart. What's the future plans for the builds? Any mods like NOS or a tractor seat? We'll upgrade the seat. Plans are to put it on the dyno, make some power, take it to the track, change the gearing and see if we can get it up to 100 kilometers an hour safely. We're going to tune it on E35 straight away because that's the fuel that I have lying around the shop anyway because of the race cars. So we'll tune it on E85, wind some boost into it. I mean, the things that I want it to dose, I want it to have two-step, obviously make boost nicely, and then we'll kind of go from there. Obviously, nitrous is another thing that we could add. Pretty much the sky's the limit in terms of the things that we can do. As long as you guys want to keep seeing stuff, I want to keep building stuff. So, yeah. I think I finished my coffee. Needs cool wheels. I like the wheels that are on it. Like deep dish. Maybe we could polish these wheels or something. I don't know if you find this interesting, but I'm developing a 3D printed supercharger. Yeah, bro. Send me some files. That's another thing, right? Okay. You can get tiny superchargers now. Imagine twin charging this. The only problem is I don't know how you would spin the supercharger. Can we just take a moment? How the frick is the M52 B25 still alive? So for anyone watching who doesn't know what that is, it's the motor that is in my drift car, okay? Fun story about that if you don't know it, right? That motor, so Nathan, who might still be watching the stream, might not, he sold me a motor. And he's like, oh, yeah, this is a good motor, righty, right? I bought that motor off him for cheap, like $500. I put it in my car because we had a drift event coming up, right? Put it in my car and started it, and it pissed smoke out the oil catch can. It turns out that just before Nathan sold it to me, it was in a car that he bought that had a Link ECU, it was turbo and had two-step. He two-stepped the hell out of it just before he pulled the motor out, and it still was fine. Pulled the motor out, but he didn't realize that when he two-stepped it just before he pulled it out, he blew the rings on two of the cylinders. Sold it to me. I put it in my car. Obviously, the rings were blown, and I had a drift event like 2 days later or something. So I had to pull the motor out, and then I had another block sitting here that had pistons, and it was all good to go, but it had a pulled head start out of it. So I hand drilled, like with a hand drill, some steel inserts that I got from Super Cheap Auto. They're called helicoils into the block, put ARP studs in it, put a head gasket in it, and that is the same motor that's in the car. And I think it's been like 3 years now. That motor has copped so much abuse, 14 PSI, 270 kilowatts, and it still goes strong. So, don't know how. Did you find it hard finding parts for the 32? Weirdly enough, no. There are quite a few places you can get parts, including like the Yahoo auctions, Jesse Streeter from Japan. So it's really not crazy hard. It's not cheap. That's the thing, right? But when I bought this, the reason I bought the R32 was because it was a complete car. Like, yes, it's rusty, but rust I'm not afraid of. Like, I'm happy to fix rust. No worries. But it had all the parts, which was the main thing, because I knew parts are harder to find than it is to fix rust. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that motor is missing one of the ARP head studs. So it's got 13 ARP head studs and one stock head stud. That's crazy. I actually forgot that. That's so funny. I just find interior parts the most hard. Yeah, honestly, hit up Jesse Streeter or I can't remember who else it was. Maybe Dory Junkie or something. But they find. Sorry, I'm a bit sick at the moment. They find parts for you in Japan. Ground drive the supercharger off the wheel axle. Yeah, you could do that. The motor does spin, like underneath this casing here. So you could always make some kind of pulley system and run the supercharger off that. Civic build, RIP baby. I had the EG Civic, but it just wasn't it for the channel. I just wasn't feeling it, Have to feel it. That's why we did the real drive Evo instead. I'll wrap this up. I'm going to wrap this stream up soon. I didn't realize that I was going to do this for so long, but can you do a burn up or a startup hard rev? Surely. This is currently not wired up, so we can't do that. Oh, are you talking about one of my other cars? Not tonight. I wish. I'm usually G'd up to do that stuff, but the E36 has a blown gearbox. Are you going to Wilby for the drift event? I unfortunately will be at, I will be at the Vic Drift event because I helped them out. Driving on the 25th. I will be at the Vic Drift event on the 25th. Actually, I'll have the real drive Evo there, I think, because we're going to do a little bit of testing. So I'll be there, but when's the R32 video? Early next week. So I'm currently just working on it at the moment. But the reason the current video has been so delayed is because it's just a long process. I had to cut, weld plates in, and then painting the engine bay and stuff. And I didn't want to have a crap video. I want to have a video where stuff actually happens. Random Prep, what's going on? Appreciate the love for the drift kart vids. Random Aussie, you're going to build fiberglass body for the drift kart. I'll probably buy one off Marketplace if we do that. It depends how. I really like the raw look of it as well. So, yeah, it's too late. Oh, there you go. Ningun performance is good for Skyline Pass as well. I saw you and you say too shy to come say hi. Never be too shy. I am so happy to be approached by anyone and hang out with anyone. Random Aussie, don't apologize, man. You're the man. It's all good. Hang out. When you come up to Queensland, or are you ever? I will, because Luke, Fink, and I are boys. We're good buds. So I need to come up to Queensland again ASAP. I heard up Luke. He's the man. Love Luke, Fink. Have a good one, Stephen. And now, speaking of have a good one, I guess we should probably wrap this up so I can actually go work on this thing. Did you get a chance to download? Yeah, I got those merch designs. I got them saved, homie. I got them saved. Speaking of merch, I've just kind of been holding off merch until the channel got to a certain size and I could do it all properly. So if you guys don't know, I own Two Step Garage. That is my company. We've got a whole bunch of new custom steering wheels and all that stuff about to drop that I've been working really hard on behind the scenes. And we're also doing all of my merch on Two Step Garage, which will be like the Evo, E36, Skyline, Drift Kart. All merch is dropping very soon, which I'm super pumped about. But I just wanted to do it properly instead of just doing an average job with it, which I've done previously. So you take the Drift Kart through the Macca's drive-through. I said mine a BK and they were not impressed. Man, surely they were impressed. Big boy rides. Yo. Hell yeah. Scort. What's up, my dude? All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I appreciate you guys so much. New Drift Kart video drops on Sunday, 6 p.m. Thank you guys for hanging out on my live, my random freaking live. Like, I know, it's crazy. Confirm Mike is ready to chat with. I hope so. I just love hanging out with you guys. But thank you guys so much. Yeah, love you guys. You're awesome. You literally make my days when you comment on my videos and stuff. So I appreciate the hell out of it. I do all of this for you. So until next time, thank you very much. Peace. Bye.